A Mother's First Look, a heartwarming reunion. The bond between a mother and her child is one of the most profound connections in nature, transcending words and species. This deep yet quiet love takes an emotional form in the world of animals, often unseen or underappreciated. In this deeply touching story, we witness a moment so pure that it tugs at our hearts, a mother dog meeting her puppy for the very first time. The story does not need complex words or dramatic narration. It needs the stillness of soft glances, gentle nudges, and the undeniable recognition of love. Set in a quiet, homely environment, this video captures the essence of maternal instinct alongside the joy and relief of reunion. Today, we invite you to dive into this emotional journey. A story that is not just about one mother dog and her puppy, but about the universal experience of love, connection, and understanding that binds all living beings. The scene opens to a peaceful yet emotionally charged environment. A golden glow bathes the room, suggesting warmth and care. The camera pans to the mother dog, a gentle yet anxious soul. Her pacing footsteps echo her inner longing. She looks around, her eyes scanning the room as if seeking something invisible to the world, but known to her heart. Occasionally, she pauses and sniffs the air, her ears perking up at the faintest of sounds. Her restlessness is strikingly familiar, like any anxious parent awaiting the arrival of their child. Soft, sentimental music underscores her every movement. It paints a quiet picture of longing, not overwhelming, but powerful enough to resonate. With every passing second, the anticipation builds, not just within the mother, but in us as viewers. Through a short text or voiceover, the context sets in. The mother dog has been separated from her puppy and is about to meet her for the first time. The emotions are palpable, both in her pacing body and in the room's tender silence. It is a moment full of potential, not just for reunion, but for healing, love, and recognition. The scene transitions. A handler gently cradles a tiny puppy in warm, loving hands. The puppy is small, its innocence obvious in every timid movement. Nestled in safety, its eyes blink slowly, unsure of the world around it. The camera lingers on the puppy's soft fur and tiny paws as light catches its face. This is a creature so fragile yet radiant, representing hope and purity. Slowly, the handler moves toward the mother dog, who senses the change. The mother's ears perk more sharply now, her movements becoming more purposeful. There's a knowing in her. It's as though she feels what's coming before she even sees it. The puppy is placed gently into the room, just a few feet away from the mother. For a brief moment, time seems to stop. The air is thick with curiosity, love, and the unknown. The first moment of contact is a crescendo of emotion. The mother dog steps forward cautiously. Her movements are slow, deliberate, and careful, as though she's trying not to overwhelm the little being before her. Her nose lowers, coming close to the puppy's fur. She sniffs with deep, measured breaths, her head tilting as if to confirm what her heart already knows. This is her child. The puppy hesitates at first, unsure of this towering figure, but it soon accepts its mother's soft, affectionate nudges. And then, the transformation begins. The mother dog's cautious demeanor melts away, replaced by a flood of joy. Her tail begins wagging furiously, a physical representation of the happiness coursing through her. Her body shows pure relief, as though an invisible weight has lifted. She leans in to nuzzle the puppy, the smallest of whimpers escaping her as though trying to speak her love aloud. The puppy, though still shy, responds in kind by inching closer, mirroring its mother's movements with tiny, innocent trust. Their interaction becomes uninhibited now, no longer clouded by hesitation. The mother dog circles her puppy, leaning into it protectively, her every motion brimming with care. The puppy, now more comfortable, playfully nips at her paws and nose. The camera captures each candid moment, the mother's licks of reassurance as if saying, "You're safe now," and the puppy's tiny wagging tail that seems to celebrate this newfound bond. Here is where the universality of love is undeniable. This isn't just a dog and her puppy sharing a tender moment. It is a parent and child expressing what words cannot. For anyone who has ever loved or been loved, the emotions on screen resonate deeply. The soft music swells slightly, matching the crescendo of their connection. We see not just their love, but their bond, the innate, instinctual tether that ties them together. The video briefly pauses to reflect through soft narration or text. It compares the connection between this mother and her puppy to the bond shared between parents and children across all species. Whether it's the human need to swaddle and shield a baby, or the instinct of a mother bird to feed her chicks, the principle remains unchanged. Love is universal. It crosses boundaries of language, form, and species, cementing itself as the most potent force in the world. These moments remind viewers that animals are not so different from us. They long, they love, and they care with a sincerity that often surpasses our own. The mother dog, without words or complex thoughts, protects and nurtures her child with the simplicity of instinct and the depth of a heart full of love. As the video transitions, it broadens its scope. Through interspersed shots of other animals, some in loving homes, others in shelters, the message becomes clear. Moments like this one between the mother dog and her puppy are worth preserving and protecting. Millions of animals live their lives without ever experiencing this bond. Puppies separated from their mothers too young, stray animals torn from their families, and shelter pets longing for any form of connection. All of these stories exist invisibly alongside moments like this one. Every animal deserves a chance to love and be loved. What you're seeing today is pure and beautiful, but it's also a privilege. Not all animals get this moment. By supporting shelters, adoption drives, and the rights of animals to live free of harm, we can ensure more families stay together. The final moments of the video focus once again on the mother and her puppy, now resting together in calm contentment. The mother curls protectively around the puppy, her soft breaths signaling peace. Text gently fades into the frame, urging viewers to consider making a difference. Let's give every animal the love they deserve. Adopt, don't shop. Support your local shelters. Be their voice. The video concludes with a website link or hashtag for an adoption or animal advocacy initiative, leaving the audience not just with tears in their eyes, but with a sense of purpose. Each viewer is reminded that, while this moment was beautiful, there is more work to do to ensure every animal knows the comfort of a loving family. As the screen fades to black, the soft music lingers for a moment longer, encouraging the audience to reflect. The story of the mother dog and her puppy is more than just emotional storytelling. It's a call to see animals as beings worthy of love, care, and respect. No matter how small the action, whether it's adopting, donating, or simply spreading awareness, every step brings us closer to a world where more animals experience the happiness of reunions like this one. Because love, pure, universal, unconditional, isn't something any living being should ever be deprived of.